right? This is happening. We've seen it. Many of you know who I'm talking about, but lost his entire downline because the company decided they did not want to do the direct sales portion, the network marketing portion of the company anymore, which is crappy because you can't do anything about it. That leads me to another thing, is the company actually legally has to notify the downline or the distributors 30 days whenever there is going to be a change in the compensation plan or the actual policies and procedures. They'll email it out and they'll say, you know, this is what this is for. Renewal clauses. Generally, in most MLM network marketing businesses, you have a yearly or an annual fee that you have to pay to keep your spot in the matrix or the downline or the binary or the unilevel, whatever comp plan you're on, to keep your position in the company. That is not uncommon. However, if you don't pay that, they will not allow you to keep your spot, and they'll basically just take it over, right? So if your credit card expires for some reason and not your auto ship or your monthly billing cycle for the product that you're paying for, but the actual renewal fee to be a member of that downline, right? It's different. Those are two different things. Activity clauses. This is a big one because it's hard to show activity. One of my mentors worked for 10 years from a company out of Australia, was one of the top distributors there. He still earns a paycheck from that company, and he still does very, very well with that company. However, he does not do anything out of the ordinary or loud, I should say, now that he's working another company. So he's still making money from one business, but he's actively working another business. And what can happen sometimes if word leaks out that you're actively working another business and not actively working, business A, and you're working business B, business A can take part of your bonuses or part of your pay for not working the business actively. So you need to look for that in your clauses. The other thing is ongoing sales clauses, which means that you are continually bringing in new distributors for the business. Ongoing training clauses basically is the same thing. If you get to a point in your business where you are one of the top distributors, you will have training that you are doing for the company or for your downline. If you don't continue that, a lot of times they will change your compensation for what you are doing. Another thing is a non-compete clause that you want to look for. So if you are in company A and you sign a non-compete clause, I know one company locally here where I'm at, they had a 12-month non-compete clause. Legally, they could fight that. If a very, very large distributor decided to leave and go start their own company or go jump into another company and try and bring their downline with them, we're talking thousands and thousands of people, that could definitely hurt company A. So once again, it is in their best interest to have that 12-month non-compete clause, because then you can't go from company A where you're making a ton of money and bring your entire downline over to company B and continue to make that same amount of money. So they put that 12-month non-compete clause in there to basically affect financially those that are planning to leave and take people with them. This happens all the time. It's all over in the news. If you study the network marketing business, this happens quite a bit, and there's huge lawsuits between companies over distributors that are moving places or that are in that 12-month gap. Now, not all companies have that. I'm just saying what you should be aware of. One of the other things, yes, hold on, let me scroll down, is the readability of your individual policies and procedures. What kind of language are they using? I know they're going to be using legal jargon, but are they extending it much more or much further than a regular document? Beware of the word assign. Okay, that's another word basically to transfer a downline. The word assign is a very scary word to get rid of. They basically will assign your downline to another part of the plan. Another thing you want to watch out for is how can they terminate you? Are there a list of things that you would be responsible or that they could terminate you for? Or do they have without cause, meaning they can just terminate you whenever they want without cause? You just get a letter or an email that says, ba, 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 you're done, right? The other thing that you want to make sure of is product guarantees. There's some, and I'm not going to get into specific companies, but there are specific companies where they do not have product guarantees on their products, right? But yet some people just go join the company and do a little click, 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 and they're a huge fan of this product, but yet their product's not even guaranteed. So they won't even find out later that their product's not guaranteed, which is a big, big, big deal. So here's, now that I've kind of given you that, I know that's a lot of information, and this kind of ties back into what I'm doing as the MLM architect, is helping people brand themselves rather than branding the company. And this is why, and I'm going to just explain this to you. The biggest thing that you can do is actually brand yourself as a business person or as a coach or as something of that matter, because your network marketing business could be part of your overall business enterprise or of your basically entity as a person. And what happens is if you build your business up, right, which is not, I mean, I'm not saying it's a negative to build your business up. However, if your business fails and that's all you have, you cannot move anything over because everybody's in the company. Whereas if you build your business or your reputation, you know, we've talked about this before, attraction marketing. If I build me up and my business fails, people are following me or following you to your new business. Okay, there's tons of ways to do this. The best thing to do is I would suggest setting up your own attractive marketing funnel, or just do attraction marketing where people are finding you, not your business. As a traditional business owner and a network marketer, I've been in both businesses for a while, and I realized the differences between the the two. As a network marketer or an MLMer or an attraction marketing person or a social media marketer, whatever you want to call yourself, you do need to be aware of the rules that you're playing by, right? If you get into a game and you think you know the rules, but the rules are completely different, they've basically changed the game. They've basically changed the way that you play. And at that point, by the time that the game changes, you're too far behind to catch up. So once again, this is what I would suggest to combat this, is build you, right? Through attraction marketing, build you as the business. Build you as the coaching, like I'm doing now. I'm giving away free training on this, okay? And then always have multiple streams of income. If you put all of your eggs in one basket and that basket just decides to terminate you, then you're done for. But if you have multiple streams of income, and I'm not talking about multiple network marketing business, I'm just talking multiple ways of making money that are all tied into that same business, which is you,